What claim have I made? Apart from Jason's a liar. Other than that, what else have I made?
You said,
do you know what civilized means? Yes. It means just. And yes, it is. Because he called me a liar and he's got no evidence to support it, and that will expose him as a liar.
So
simple.
So did you find out?
So I've not made any claims here, so I don't know what he's looking for. My claim, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam made the deserts rejoice. The place called Salah is a mountain in Medina, yeah, which historically sang with joy on his hijrah when he migrated from Mecca to Medina. Okay, and he was a mighty warrior, and he did destroy the idols. So he fulfilled this criteria.
Hamza,
biological fallacies.
For the fifth time, where in the Quran does it say Muhammad is spoken of in the Old or New Testament?
It doesn't.
Thank you. So,
that's it.
Hamza said that the Quran does not make the claim that Muhammad is spoken about in the Old and the New Testament. Yes. The Quran says those who follow the messenger, the prophet, the prophet, who can neither read nor write. Who's the prophet that can't read or write? Who's the prophet who can't read or write?
You said, is the name
the scholar says
mentioned
in
the scriptures?
Muhammad.
The Quran is telling you no.
It's right there. What does that say?
So now you're making my claim for me?
No, you're creating your own straw man, mate.
No, first thing, you asked me a straw man question.
I asked you a direct question, not a straw man question.
It's a logical fallacy, mate.
My claim was
mate.
never based on you as a person. It is based upon the arguments made by the Dawah team week in, week out at Speaker's Corner. And everyone who's here as a regular knows it.
Have I made that claim? Have I made that claim?
No.
Have I made that claim?
So.
Have I made that claim? Have I made that claim? We're going to deal with your lies later. We're going to deal with your lies later. Yeah? We'll deal with your lies. Don't worry about that, mate. We're going to deal with you. Get your nonsense, mate. We're going to deal with your lies.
Why are you so angry?
You call me a coward and you call me a liar.
Why are you so angry?
We're going to deal with you. We're going to expose Jason Burns today.
so angry?
You're a liar, yeah.
I'm a liar. Yeah. What did I say that I know wasn't true?
Why are you running away from me?
What did I say that I know wasn't true? What did I say? You called me a liar. What did I say that I know is not true?
Hamza, listen, don't get all irate. You said numerous times that in Deuteronomy 18,
Christian missionary.
You said it on numerous occasions, yeah, that Muhammad is prophesied in the Old Testament. You said it.
Such a claim.
Also, doesn't the Quran, I don't know for a fact because I haven't read the Quran like that, doesn't the Quran say that, what's called that, Muhammad has to, Muhammad's in the Bible?
Sorry?
Is Muhammad in the Bible?
Yes.
Where?
Yeah.
Where?
Isaiah 40.
Hold on. Huh?
Isaiah 46.
That's the only one I've heard. Is there
That's a very strong one, isn't it?
Deuteronomy 18:18.
Don't lie, Hamza. Don't lie, Hamza. It's on video. Don't lie. Okay? You said it numerous occasions.
And your lies. You're getting exposed today, Jason Burns. For all the lies you come out with.
You could deal with it if you tried. Just
well, we're going to do it.
Just chill out.
And then we'll all decide whether you got dealt with or not. Because you called me a liar.
You are a liar.
Lied about what?
You lied. You said
What did I lie about? What did I lie about?
Don't lie.
Nothing, mate.
Yes, you are.
Nothing, mate.
Yeah.
What did I lie about? What did I lie about? I don't believe Jesus, contrary to your definition, if you believe he's God, needs to be told what to do. That makes no sense.
Okay, continue.
Right?
Yeah, why does it make no sense?
He should not speak of himself, but I should put my words in his mouth, and he should all this commanded of him.
Didn't Jesus do that?
What?
Didn't God put the words of Jesus' mouth? Jesus says that he only does for what the Father does. Exactly works.
He shall not speak of himself, but I shall put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak all that is commanded of him.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And when Muhammad speaks, what does he say?
Yeah.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of whom? Is it anywhere Muhammad speaking?
Just one.
Is in the Quran? Does Muhammad speak in his name or God's name?
God's name.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Okay. He shall not speak of himself, but I shall put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak all is commanded of him. How was the Quran revealed?
Apparently through God. That's what we love.
No, how was it revealed according to Muslim tradition?
I don't know. Educate.
Oh, you don't know?
Educate me then. Oh yeah, through I'm guessing through speaking. I'm guessing through voices.
He shall hear. I shall put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak all that is commanded of him. Okay. So Muhammad didn't speak of his own volition. He heard and he spoke. Exactly, like a glove, mate. I don't deal with ad hominem logical fallacy discussions.
Does he look like he's civilized? Am I civilized? Am I shouting?
You don't know what civilized means. He's a liar. Do you know what civilized means? Do you know what civilized means? It means just. It means just.
I know he is. I just need to find.
Get out of what? I've not made any claims.
Trying to get out of it.
Hamza,
Get
you
out of
don't
what?
listen. You don't listen,
Get
Hamza.
out of what?
Hamza is trying to create his own straw man because he is saying that I have said he has made a claim. But everyone who was here from the beginning heard me say Muslims make the claim.
Why are you asking me?
Because you are a Muslim.
If he makes the claim,
Because you are a
can I
Muslim.
make the claim? Has anybody heard me make a claim about anything?
Yes, I have. Every week. Yes, we every week.
What claim have I made? Apart from Jason's a liar. Other than that, what else have I made?
You said,
Do you know what civilized means?
Yes.
It means just. And yes, it is. Because he called me a liar and he's got no evidence to support it, and that will expose him as a liar.
So,
Simple.
Did you find out?
So I've not made any claims here, so I don't know what he's looking for. My claim, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam made the deserts rejoice. The place called Sela is a mountain in Medina, which historically sang with joy on his hijrah when he migrated from Mecca to Medina. Okay, and he was a mighty warrior, and he did destroy the idols. So he fulfilled this criteria.
We have
You can have this argument in the mirror, mate, because I've not made any of these
we have
claims.
established that Hamza's first premise was false.
Right, he never made a premise.
And that the
You never made the
Quran,
premise. You made the
yes,
premise.
you did.
You made the premise.
And it's on camera.
You made the premise.
The premise that you made was that Muhammad was not prophesied
You made
in
the
the
claim.
Quran
You made the
as
claim.
being in
What
the
was the
Old
claim?
and the New
I didn't
Testament.
make any claim, mate.
And the Quran contradicts
So here
you.
we go, the fallacy. We
So,
know it's the fallacy.
now let us
You have
advance the
not-
argument.
It's not advance the argument. We're still
Let
dealing
us
with your
advance
fallacy.
the argument.
Let us have a discussion on the point.
Show me where
5 times.
in the Gospel
False
or
premise.
in the Torah
False premise.
Muhammad
False
is prophesied.
Premise. The first premise is false.
Okay.
Now, here we go.
The New Testament is not the Injil. How many times?
So Bob has
So-
made the claim.
That's a logical fallacy.
Bob has made the claim.
So
5 times.
he says
He said.
that the New Testament is not the Injil. And yet again and again,
Go back to the
he
first
argues now against the likes of Shabi Ali.
No.
He argues against
He's making out evidence.
Mansour,
He's absolutely false.
Zakaria,
Absolutely false.
Mohammed
What are you
Tawhid,
talking about?
who used
So again,
who
it's not about
used
me.
the New Testament and the Old
I
Testament
disagree.
to
I
prophesy
disagree.
Muhammad in the Bible.
So now we have, this is the false premise.
He
The false
also
premise was
argues
not
against
not allowing
his own
discussion.
Muslim scholar
Bob is not
who
allowing
translates this
discussion.
text.
Bob is not allowing discussion.
Because in the brackets,
Bob is
the
not
Muslim
allowing
scholar
discussion.
refers the reader
premise he
to
made
Deuteronomy
is a false
18, verse
He
15.
has made a false premise.
And
The first,
John
he's not allowing discussion on the point.
14,
Typical Bob,
verse
typical
16.
Bob,
So the
railroading
Muslim
his opponent,
scholar
not allowing
disagrees
discussion.
with Hamza.
This is the mind of a scared Christian and his
No.
missionary group. Will you engage with the discussion? Will you? That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. So, here we go, back to the point. Bob has Bob has made
think
the
we should
claim.
let him go, he's
5
crying.
times you made the claim.
Let's
You
go,
want to hear
he's
the claim you
crying.
made? First point. Hamza never made the claim
Not made any
that
claim.
Muhammad is mentioned in the Bible by name. Bob said other Muslims have made this claim, and that's where his false premise starts from.
So why is he asking me?
Second point.
You didn't tag in, bro.
Why is
he asking me?
You didn't tag in.
Five
He's not saying
times
anything,
he said.
He's not saying
that
anything.
the name
You can't call.
Muhammad
He's not saying
is
anything.
first
You're shaking.
is
He's not saying
mentioned.
anything.
Surah
He's not saying
7,
anything.
verse 157 does not mention the name Muhammad. That's his problem.
I feel like we're
So
taking
now,
sweeters
what
off
we have
babies.
established, number one,
They can't cope with
Hamza
it.
never made the claim that Muhammad is mentioned by name in the Old Testament or the New Testament. You're strike one. Second point. The verse
I
that
am
you
now
made.
debating
Verse
Hamza's
7157.
So let's see if Hamza's spokesman
Second point.
can make a better
second
Quranic
point.
argument
The second
than
point.
Hamza.
The second point.
So the Quran says
The second point.
in Surah 2,
The second
Ayah
point.
101,
The second discussion.
and when they came to the messenger from Allah, confirming what was with
Second
them,
discussion.
a party of the people of the book
Let's
threw away the book of Allah behind their
Let's
back
put Bob the joke he is.
as if it had been
Let's
something
put this to bed.
they did not
Let's
know.
put this to bed. Let's put
So
this
the
to bed.
Quranic witness
False
is that at the
premises.
time of the
False
Muhammad,
premises. False premise.
the people of the book had
False premise.
something being confirmed
Something.
by the messenger.
Something. Exactly. So let's have a discussion.
1-6.
61-6.
61-6.
Have a look at it. Okay.
61-6.
So the first point that he made, that Hamza made the claim that the name Muhammad was mentioned in the Old and New Testament. False premise. Hamza never made that claim. He said
I never said he made that claim.
Other Muslims made the claim.
Exactly.
He said other Muslims
Exactly,
made
and
the
you
claim.
ignored that point
He
because
I
it's
haven't. I've
convenient.
said it again and again. So first thing, he set up a straw man. Hamza never made the claim. Second thing,
61.
he quotes 61-6. Look it up. The second claim he put forward, he quotes verse 7-157, Surah 1 verse 157. He claims that verse says that the name Muhammad is mentioned in the Old and New Testament. The name Muhammad is not even in the verse. It's not even in the verse. It's within brackets. Somebody
agree.
replies. So,
I agree. Thank you. Well done.
So next thing.
Walk
so
right
it's
into it, bro.
important- so
Walk
it's-
right into it.
It's important to remember that his first premise that Muslims claim, based upon this verse, that the word Muhammad is in the Old and New Testament, is proven false because the verse that you brought forward does not even contain the name.
Can I reply?
Not yet until I finish with your next point. Give me the chance to speak.
Okay, let
So,
you finish your point.
Number one,
Well,
so just to
actually,
summarise.
Did he let me speak? No, I don't believe he did.
Oh
did
yeah,
he?
oh, yeah,
He didn't, did he?
No,
He
roll
didn't.
over me. Roll over me, bro.
I can do.
Because you can't.
He's afraid of what
actually
you're
have a
gonna say.
discussion.
He's afraid of
Don't
what
be
you're gonna
afraid
say.
of the discussion.
That's what he's gonna
I'm
do.
happy to talk with you, but
So-
it's got
Bob
to be a
will talk when
discussion.
he's afraid of what you're gonna say.
The
only
argument-
thing you can do. So
the
here we go.
argument
He's moving on. It hasn't let me
that
finish
has
my point.
been made
He's moving on.
is
and he
twofold.
hasn't allowed me to finish my
Point one. Point one.
He's moving
Point
on.
one.
And he hasn't. He's moving
Point
on.
one.
He's moving on.
All
It's just
of
all
you
straw
Muslims
men,
If he doesn't
lots
allow
who
of
me
have
to
been
fallacies.
told
Kill it.
that Muhammad
Kill it.
is prophesied in the
Listen,
Bible.
listen,
You don't need to know what
Hamza
answer to this
is
nonsense.
saying you're wrong.
This establishes-
Hamza
this
is
establishes-
saying you're
It's
wrong.
not. Absolutely not. So he
So-
has, number one,
The question is,
the premise wasn't even Hamza.
we showed him in the Quran
Number two, the verse
where it
doesn't
talked
even
about
contain the
a
name
prophet
Muhammad.
that could not
The only
read
thing you
Have this
and
discussion
could
with the
not
mirror. You
write.
know,
only thing
you can look in the
And
mirror and do this.
Hamza
Only thing
I've
you
said
can
none
do
of
and
is
his
railroad
bodyguard
the discussion.
I said none of this
both
was
said that this was not
This is the whole
Muhammad.
point. This is the whole point.
That the
This man
insertion
has no
of the
argument.
name
all
of
rhetoric.
Muhammad
Just rhetoric.
was
Allowed
imposed
voice.
by
Allowed
the
voice.
scholars.
That's all he's got.
And he has back
And he
up
just
with
If that
lies
is
and
the
repeats
case,
and repeats. No,
the same
what
no
do we see
substance in
here?
the argument. It's a
Who
false
is in
argument.
Surah
To be honest with
61?
you, Godwin makes more
Ayah
sense than you.
60.
Let him read the 60. Let's have
And
a look at
remember,
61.
Jesus is running away. He's running away. The titan of the Dawah team is running away.
Classic discussion.
Let's go after
There we go.
Hamza.
Okay, this is this is the summary of the chaos you just saw. You might see videos on other channels saying that Hamza was violent, assaulted Christian, all this nonsense. Okay, just a basic summary. Me and Brother Imran here, we were in a discussion with a guy called Paul. Paul's a Christian I've known for time. And we was having a discussion and we were questioning him and things like that. Anyway, Bob starts heckling from the sidelines. So his heckling gets louder and louder and louder until he kind of takes over the conversation. So we said, you know what, we're going to deal with Bob once and for all, in the sense of we're going to expose him for what he is. Nothing more than rhetoric, nothing more than logical fallacies, nothing more than a loud voice, to be honest. So anyway, we go to a shady place. Everyone follows us. This is the Clash of the Titans, if you like. People have said, oh, Bob and Hamza is the one we want to see. Anyway, so basically, before we can even set the tone, Bob asked me a question, and he asked me a question about the Quran making a claim that Muhammad ﷺ is mentioned in the Old Testament and the New Testament.
By name.
By name. Now, I've never made such a claim. And on 5 occasions he repeated this nonsense. And now this is what we call a straw man argument. And now what a straw man argument is when you present a question against something that the other person hasn't said. He then retracted to say Muslims have said this. So now he's trying to hold me account for what Muslims have said. So now I have to respond to them. So obviously as a Muslim, I don't believe the Quran says Muhammad ﷺ is mentioned by name in the Bible or the New Testament or the Old Testament. So I said it don't. This got a great cheer from the Christians, like they've proven something. Now remember one thing at this point, I've not made any claims, I've not said anything, I've not challenged anyone, I've just, all I've basically done is said no to a question he's asked about a claim that I didn't make, anyway. And then he's fishing through the Quran, trying to find this, trying to find that. Now the point here is this, I'm asking myself, where is this going? Where is this conversation leading to? We're not going to learn anything here, because it's all logical fallacies. So I decide that there comes a point in the conversation, I have to cut and run. I have to leave this because this is madness. Yeah. He's accusing me of being paid, he's accusing me of lying, he's got little Jason Burns next to him piping up with one-liners like some little stooge.
Soccer the cameraman.
And Soccer the cameraman pointing, laughing, cackling.
Typical behaviour from them, unfortunately.
This is the Christian missionary team, this is their tactics. They heckle from the sidelines. So anyway, so I decide to leave the conversation because it's madness. So I leave and Bob follows me. And he starts opening the Quran and asking me to see this and see that. Oh, sorry, let me retract a little bit. He finds a verse in the Quran where it says Muhammad. Now, Muhammad is in brackets.
So,
what does it mean when it's in brackets?
So,
what does it mean when it's in brackets?
It means your scholars
What does it mean?
past taxfear that this is the interpretation.
No.
That's what they
No,
mean.
it doesn't.
So, those who follow the messenger,
No, when you're ready to have a civilized
the
conversation.
prophet who can neither read nor write. Who is the prophet, Muslims? Who cannot read or write?
Notice the fallacy.
It's Muhammad.
Notice the fallacy.
And the Muslim scholars agree.
Talk to the camera. Notice the fallacy.
Whom they find written with them in the Torah, which is the Old Testament, and the Injil, which is the New Testament. So Hamza is wrong.
By the by. So anyway, so I realise this conversation is waste of my time here. I only come here once a month. So anyway, so I'm leaving. So he's chasing after me. Oh, Hamza, we can do this all day. And he goes, you know, the people who pay you, they're going to be disappointed, whatever. And I said, I don't get paid for this. Then he goes, well, don't you belong to an association who receive money that pay you? And I said, no, I don't. And then he said, what? You're a liar. Adverts. Okay, a couple of times I've caught some dodgy adverts on our channel. I've seen one advert offering holidays in Tel Aviv and things like this, and I think another one was linking to some anti-Islamic news. So we as a channel, right now, we're all the income we have is from the monetizing of the adverts, one, and from the Patreons. And I'd like to thank right now all the Patreons who have subscribed and who are supporting us, mashallah, alhamdulillah. Without you guys, you're the ones propping it up. Because we basically blackmailed by YouTube. You have to be very particular with your titles and descriptions, because anything they think is controversial, they won't monetize it. So what we're intending to do, inshallah, and this is appeal to you guys now, inshallah. We know you want to support us. We need more Patreons. The more Patreons we have, we will eliminate any type of advertising. We don't want any adverts at the beginning, the middle, or the end. We don't want to interrupt what we're showing you. We want you to get the information without waiting for some advert to finish. Okay, inshallah. So this is an appeal now, inshallah, to all of you, all around the world. £1 a month, £5 a month, 10, whatever you think you can do to support us, inshallah.
Does that mean I get paid? To me?
No. Are people donating to an organisation that employs you?
No.
You're not receiving any money?
No.
I don't believe you.
There we go. Whatever you believe in.
So after me explaining I don't get paid for doing this, unlike maybe him, I don't know, because when I said that I don't get paid, he called me a liar. So he's already gone away with his logical fallacies. Now he's accusing me of lying. So anyway, so as far as I'm concerned, I'm done with this geezer.
And you're walking away again.
So I'm walking away again, and he's following me again, and his cameraman so cold with his camera as he likes to carry it. And I don't need to take this, mate. I didn't need to take that, because what he said to me, what? We're here all day, no point running, I could keep doing this all day. Yeah? I'm not here for Bob. Yeah, I'm not here for Bob's agenda, or for so-called clickbait. I'm not for none of this, mate. I'm here to educate people about Islam and refute the nonsense claims made against Islam, and maybe challenge the claims of the Christians and the atheists and whatever. I'm not here to be Bob's performing seal, if you like. So what happens then? You know, you invade my personal space, I have the right to push you away, move the so-called camera away. I'm pretty sure they're going to make a big hoo-ha. I'm pretty sure clickbait title, Muslim Hamza assaults, whatever, breaks camera, all this nonsense. It's very, very simple. If I come to Speaker's Corner, or anyone comes to Speaker's Corner, and they don't wish to discuss, they don't have to discuss with you, mate. And as the police said, I'm within my rights. If you invade my personal space, and I warn you about invading my personal space, and you continue to invade my personal space, I am within my rights to remove you from my personal space. And the police agreed with me on that. So all this hoo-ha, they're probably going to say Hamza arrested, or I don't know what they're going to go. They're going to use this like something else.
I noted that Soko was actually filming the police discussing with Bob.
Yeah, even me talking to the police, Soko's filming.
Actually,
so here's the thing, and here's what you got to understand from this whole thing. The conversation was utter garbage. Bob was exposed as just a mouthpiece on a stick. Jason Burns was just his little sidekick.
And my first question to Hamza was to see where it says in the Bible where it says in the Quran that Muhammad is going to be prophesied in the Bible. Is that it? That was the initial argument.
Oh, right, okay.
Because very often, if you show prophecies of Jesus in the Old Testament, they'll go, but that's not Jesus' name. It doesn't mention Jesus there. Well, where does it mention Muhammad? And the reality is, and Hamza knew it very well, is that nowhere in the Quran does it mention Muhammad by name as being mentioned. Mentions him in a roundabout fashion, and it actually gives him a name that's not even Muhammad. It says Ahmed.
I don't know, man.
So
Two minds about it.
he ended up not wanting to do that. So, you know.
he's a tragic guy.
Why?